Make sure they get.
Yeah, I think it's recording.
It's good. I'm good now.
All right. We have Coach Wade here. We'll go ahead and start with some questions on Zoom. We'll go ahead and start with Annie.
Hey, James, what message did you have for your team ahead of going into the fourth quarter?
We just have to stay consistent, make sure that we box out and not foul. And we did a good job up to that point, and we did a good job of handling their pressure. And I thought we just needed to keep that going, and so we noticed the change up from halftime. So we just reminded them how they were guarding us, and we needed everybody to kind of be on one page as far as where we were meeting the ball and things of that nature.
And then defensively, the fourth quarter, the Sun lead the league in scoring in the fourth quarter, and you all limited them to 17 points, which is below their average. Right. What impressed you most about your team's defense in the fourth quarter, and specifically that last rebound by Emma, or second to last, because then Rebecca got one?
Yeah, Rebecca got one. I thought we were connected. I thought we had a sense of urgency. I mean, I know that they're the leading scoring team in the fourth quarter.
I mean, they had you guys beat by like under a point. Yeah, it was them and then you.
It was like we were close. We were close.
Yeah, it was 22.9 and then 22. So I don't know, maybe it's close.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought that we just had to attack them, and I thought we did a good job of just staying solid and not getting free throws, and I think that was we don't give them second possessions. I think we gave them one where DB hit that three from the corner, but we didn't panic. You know, they're a great team, so we're not going to stop everything, but we just want to make sure that we made it as hard as possible for them, and we were able to do that tonight.
Thanks, James.
Next, we'll go to Danny.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Danny.
Good. So Emma obviously really went off offensively in that first half. It felt like she was mostly able to get her shots within the offense, mostly off the feeds. What allowed her to be successful out there in that first half?
I think the more and more reps she's getting, and she works hard on off days. She works hard in practice. I think it's just a matter of time. A player like that who's doesn't have to be a high usage player, but is a very efficient player, and they can do things that other players that need the ball can't. She doesn't take people out of their offense, so it actually helps her find her rhythm because she's able to share with the other great players. And the fact that we have great passers on our team, it helps out a lot. It helps her out a lot. And the fact that she can pass as well. We had 4 players with over 4 assists tonight, and that's the kind of basketball that we like to play, and we it really helps.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Danny. We'll go to Carly Bell.
Hey, Coach. Carly Bell with Marquee Sports Network. Just a question for you. In the third quarter, when Connecticut went on that 9-0 run, you took a timeout shortly after that. Mm-hmm. It seemed like the energy and the tenacity really started to go back to what was happening in the first quarter. What did you say to your team at that third quarter timeout that have energized them to continue that intensity later on in the game?
I just encouraged them to refocus and, let them know that it's okay. This is a great team. They're going to make great runs, and we just have to respond. That's all. We did. Sometimes the less you say is the best. They know I have a lot of trust and faith in them. We just had to keep doing what we were doing. They actually got us there. We fell asleep a couple of times in the game, and I felt that if we just kept it simple and go back to what we were doing, we'd been fine.
Julie also made her season debut today. I know she didn't get many minutes, but what did you just see out of her in the few minutes she was on the court?
I thought she did a great job of running our team. Now it's just about her getting her time and in a rhythm as far as finishing at the basket and stuff like that. She haven't played against those athletes in a long time. And so, it's just about timing and rhythm. But the fact that she was able to come in and give us 7 good minutes and not turn over the ball, I thought that was really key.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
We'll send it to our media members in person for any questions in person.
Hey, Alexa.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I know you've talked extensively about Rebecca and just the contributions that she's made throughout the season. Obviously, she came up huge tonight, and she always
Yeah.
seems to come through maybe during those lulls where the team's asleep. How would you describe the impact she's made this season tonight, or just big picture of the season so far?
She's going to make it very hard because she keeps doing things. And so it's like this person just fell out of the sky. She just keeps doing things. And it's like, okay, they're going to get used to her. She's going to, she's going to settle down. She's in the scout report now, but she's so tenacious and, she's special defensively. She gets her hands on balls. She makes clutch plays, and she keeps her poise, not like your normal rookie that hasn't played in the league before. And so the players love her. She's a great teammate. And, sometimes I'm hard on her a little bit, but she always responds. So good player for us, I think, happy, really happy with her. And I think her teammates are too. The whole organization is happy with her. Right, Hart? That's right. That's right. Oh, everybody is. So she fits us.
Coach, speak to your floor general salute, just having a night like she had, a night where she can go out and just facilitate at any time.
Especially through 12 games for the third point of the season. How do you feel about where the team's at right now?
I feel like we're in Connecticut, first of all, but in the state we're in, I feel like we still have some growing to do. I don't feel like we are where we're going to be. We understand it's a marathon. We wish we played all games with like this for 40 minutes where we felt like we were a better team. I don't know if we're a better team than this team, but we won tonight. We're a better team tonight, and they're a great team. Like they're well coached, and they have great players. And so we had to match it. And that's what we went into the offseason saying, okay, how can we beat Connecticut? How can we beat Las Vegas? And some other teams? How can we beat Washington? Like, how can we beat Seattle? Like, how are we going to be able to compete with those teams on a night in, night out basis? And so where we are right now, I think we still need to grow a little bit more. But having Julie here and having everybody available tonight kind of helps us push that needle a little bit further forward, Sound good?
Thank you.
All right, I got to go.
Thank you, Coach.
It's Charlie that's out there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's just
Perfect. We have Emma and Rebecca here. If there's any media in person that would like to ask questions first, please go ahead. In-person media.
So, Rebecca, Emma, congratulations. Emma, first to you. First quarter, you come out 13 points. What was working for you tonight?
I think we're just moving a lot. I think this is one of the first games that we really came in focused from the beginning, and that we were sharing the ball, moving the ball without thinking too much. And I was just moving and got open shots or layup.
And Rebecca, for you, I mean, to close out the game the way you did, you're going up against an all-star in the Wand of Honor, and all night you were just in her face the entire evening. Can you just speak to what that was like, just to play against someone like that and bring your intensity to her?
Yeah, I mean, she's a great player, so she's gonna score. So I was just out there trying to do my best to make it tough for her. And she did hit a couple of shots, or actually she played well, but like I said, I was just out there trying to make it tough for her.
And Coach said you're officially in the scouting report now. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I can tell I'm in the scouting report now, based off how teams are playing. But yeah, it's nice.
All right, perfect. We'll go to Zoom. We'll start with Annie.
Hey guys, this team every year since James has taken over as head coach has risen in defensive rating. And I know you two are new this year, so you both offer kind of a unique perspective. But what was that defensive identity from day one that this team, you came in and James was preaching about?
I think that we have a lot of great offensive weapons. So what we try to separate ourselves with is with defense. So he likes us to pressure, get up on the ball, and make things tough for the other team, because there are so many great players in this league, and everyone can score. So, like I said, we just try to separate ourselves by bringing that defensive intensity.
And then the fourth quarter, you two both came up with huge plays to end the game. What was the message before you all started the fourth quarter? And then as the fourth came to kind of a close, did that intensity increase? Did you guys re-up in any huddles, have a message for each other to keep it there? What was that message?
I just think we kept the energy really high. We kept talking to each other. We made sure that everybody was focused and knew what the job was. I think our communication was really good today. And we want to win this game. So we know Connecticut is a really good team that is never going to give up. So we had to be ready for them to come out really strong, but so did we.
And then just one more quick for you, 15 turnovers tonight. And I just wonder, at this stage in the game and the season, how do you guys control those turnovers, and what do you attribute them to at this point? What's kind of creating the problems there?
With our turnovers. I mean, Connecticut's a good team. So, and also we have some new pieces. Like someone said, Emma and I are both new to the team. So I think it's just about learning each other, and it's still early in the season, so we're getting some kinks out. But it's just about improving game by game. So that's what I would say.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Mike Hughes.
Hey, Rebecca. First of all, I want to say congratulations on being in the scouting report and on this win. But for you, in all seriousness, we talked about very early on in the season at Wintrust during a practice that, coming overseas, you played against very physical women and in a very physical game. How much of that can you attest to, playing as many physical teams as we have as of late with the Vegas Aces and so many others?
Yeah, I definitely think this past year, it was my first year in EuroLeague, and EuroLeague is a great league, and it's also very physical, and also there's a 3-second rule overseas, so I feel like it's sometimes even more physical in the painted area. So Definitely that has prepared me for playing physical teams like Connecticut and, like you said, Vegas. So, yeah, definitely. I would say, like I said, EuroLeague definitely prepared me.
And Emma, for you, early on in the season, we talked about how, defensively you knew where you were going to be when it came to this team and your role on this team, but offensively you wanted to kind of find your place. And with so many ball handlers on this team, it was going to be, ups and downs in the beginning. And throughout the last 4 to 5 games in this stretch, you've been very consistent with your numbers. What could you say you've been doing to allow yourself to be so consistent?
I just try to keep moving because I'm a player that plays off of the other teammates. And if I cut, it's either I'm open or I get my teammate open. So I even had some moments with Beck that she just moves and she gets an open layup. So that's basically what I always do. And just lately, I think that's being the part of being new to the team that the others have to learn how I play and I have to learn and speak like how I want them to, get me in the game. And I think today that worked really well, and we'll see for the next few games how that goes.
Thank you.
Last question will go to Rafiq.
This is Rafiq, nothing but that sports talk. Congratulations on the win to bounce back from a tough loss to the Washington Mystics. This is a question for both of you. How do you feel that you've been adjusted to the offensive and defensive system that James Wade has run now that you're 1 month into your first season with Chicago Sky?
Can you repeat that one more time? We couldn't really hear you.
Congratulations on the victory. How do you feel that you adjusted to play on this new team in the Chicago Sky while being coached by James Wade during your first month into the season?
I would say it's been, for me personally, it's been an easy adjustment. I think also for Emma, we're both players who like to get deflections and go for steals. So I feel like by bringing that, James really loves it, and it's also helpful to the team. So yeah, I would just say it hasn't been a huge adjustment.
For me, the same, because I've known James before from Russia and Alien Sloot, but still a different system, and a different team we just have to get to know the identity, and we're really getting that right now. So like I said a few times already before, that it's a process, and every day is gonna be better.
Mm-hmm.
The very next game, you got the New York Liberty. The last time you played them, the game was already over before it got started. It's all because of team defensive effort. What do you plan to do to build from the last game going into the Sunday's matchup with New York Liberty?
Well, every game we look back and see what we can improve on, and it's just about getting better day by day, game by game. So that's what we plan to do.
Appreciate the insight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.